Guys, good afternoon. Right now it is 1:15 p.m. and today's 16th of February 2018. So how are you guys? Nifty has been really, behaving in a very strange way for quite some time. Yesterday, you remember, when I was making my video? So I bought the calls over here, and within a few minutes, it experienced a resistance and came down, right? That's how Nifty behaved yesterday. So, and today, again, it opened gap up because all the international markets were pretty green. So it opened gap up, but again, it could not sustain in the domestic market and came down. Now, it kept falling. But in 5 minutes, if you see, it has got a very good support at 10,500, right? So it bounced back once from here, but again it experienced a resistance. Again it tried to come down, bounced back again. Let's see, again it seems to be experiencing some kind of resistance again. So let's see whether it can overcome this resistance or not. Nifty has a lot of resistances at the top. 50 moving average, 200 moving average, pivot point, all of them are standing as a resistance. So if Nifty has to go up, it has to cross these resistances with momentum in one go, right? The momentum has to be so huge that it has to cross with great, you know, um, great strength. With volumes, it has to cross. So, what I want to explain you today, there were many beautiful intraday trades today. A lot of intraday trades. But what happens, so many times we have made up our mind to go for long and we wait for we not wait, we actually do the long trade only. Whereas what is needed is to change your mindset immediately the moment you see a change in the direction. So the first trade that I thought was there was in Nifty. So this is Nifty, the first candle of Nifty, green candle, but don't go by the color of the candle. It could be very deceptive. So here it took a resistance. Can you see this candle being formed? It took a very good resistance. And the moment you see, I put the, morning range of the first candle, it crossed that with volume, right? And then next couple of like 15-20 minutes, it waited over here, right? And when did the confirmation of trend came in? When it crossed the pivot point with volumes. That is when, rather, for us, the entry point was this only. 10,583 was a sell point for us. And see the beautiful drop that it had. So what was our selling point? 10,583, and it came down to 10,499. Good, about 90 points fall. It could have been a good opportunity to enter into a put also. Okay, another beautiful trade. Like I was in my mindset for this was to buy, but the moment the morning range broke with volume, you can see Vedanta. Of course, my mindset was for buying, but until there is a break in the morning range, I don't create my positions. So see here, it crossed its morning range with volumes, right? And this is the downfall it experienced. Similarly, it experienced the downfall in the Jet Airways. Like if you see, it had a huge morning candle, but it crossed that with volume, and see the drop that you see over here, right? Each and every stock today, I mean, if you traded in the downward direction, would have given you good profits, right? So I today am just simply watching market and analyzing. Someday it's good to stand out of the market also, and absorb what's happening in the market. It gives you a lot of insight. It tells you when to enter, when not to enter into the stock. Even Apollo Hospital was on my radar. Even Hospital was on my radar, right? But until its morning range is broken, this is its morning range. Can you see which direction the morning range broke? In the downward direction. So the trade was in the downward direction. Remember those things. Morning range breakout, right? Opening range breakout, ORB. It simply means whichever direction the morning candle breaks with volumes, you can definitely expect a huge amount of run up coming in that very direction. Okay, so I've showed you. I mean, these stocks were on my radar. These stocks were definitely on my radar, and see how beautifully they have fallen. how beautifully they have fallen. Even Sun Pharma was on my radar. This is the Here is the candle which broke its morning range with volume. But since the candle itself is huge, we usually don't do such kind of trades. So for us, what is important that the morning range should not be very, very big. It should be reasonable, but it should not be very big. So if now let's come back to Nifty, and let's look into the Nifty's 5 minutes graph. So let me take up a pen, then I want to explain you what am I expecting, what are my thought process here. So this is how the candle, this is how it is, right? It's forming a double bottom, right? So it has to cross this particular barrier. This barrier, if it is crossed with volumes, and then this much, movement, I'm definitely expecting, which could be about from here to here, right? It's about 20-30 points. I can definitely see. But if you see from here, it is experiencing a resistance. Let me just once again do it. This is where I'm thinking, but if you see here, this is the place it's experiencing resistance, right? So hold it, like this will give you a very, very decisive answer what's happening in the market, whether the market is planning to go up or the market is going to go down. Always try to be in the direction of the market. So let's go to the option chain of Nifty and see what's happening. So before I go on there, I want to tell you all that tomorrow we will be having a live session, right? And the day after, which is Sunday, in the evening, I'm taking questions and answers. So if you want to have any questions to be answered live, please join my webinar on Sunday from 6 p.m. onwards. And tomorrow we have a live webinar for all the new members who will be starting with us in the coming week for our 14th webinar. Plus, also all those who want to see our setup, who have probably, they want to understand what kind of a platform we have and how we trade and everything. You can understand by joining tomorrow free. And for that, what you need to do, go to my Telegram channel and you have a free link given over there. You go to my Telegram channel, which is simply Stock Pro. Go here and you can join this free webinar tomorrow, right? This is at 10 a.m. tomorrow. And please ask your questions, please ask your doubts. And only thing that I suggest you, please learn about the market. It doesn't matter. Market goes up or market goes down. Market gives you opportunity in all the directions. So use that opportunity and earn money. Market is a place where you need to earn money, right? And that you can only do when you understand the direction of the market, right? So as I told you, this is the place which Nifty has to cross with volumes, right? Why? Because this is where it's a double bottom hemp. Hump will be crossed. If it crosses with volumes, then I'm definitely expecting it to go up, right? So let's see what happens. So, and second thing is that trade with confidence. Market goes up, market goes down. This happens. Life is about to look at the larger perspective rather than the shorter perspective. But at the same time, you should have capacity to hold your positions, because if you know the larger perspective, then the market will go for a short while against your desire, against your direction, but ultimately it'll go in the direction that you have looked into through your technical analysis. So please, go for it. Look into the market. I mean, see, if you want to be in the market, you have to learn it. That is something you have to be sure about. And what's the beauty of our course? We ensure that this is the money you get back. Sometimes it takes a little longer. Why? Because when market is down, we help you people get the money back through the equity calls, right? Majorly equity calls, but sometimes we do futures and options as well. So what I'm trying to tell you here is that you will get your money back and you will get the education for the life, right? This is the beauty of our training. No other platform, no other institute will give you this. This is only, Stock Pro, which gives you this kind of opportunity. So I'm waiting for you all. I'm really, really waiting for you all. And I don't know how many people I've spoken to. they have lost money in lakhs. Few lakhs is a small amount, several lakhs. That is what they have, lost. What I'm saying, it's a small amount of investment, but learning for your life. We ensure that you get it back, right? So now, as I can see, it's crossing with volume. Now, my target is now a little small. The moment it crosses this barrier, which is 10,000, let me just see it here, 10,563 in futures with volumes, then only I will say the Nifty has planned to hold itself, right? Nifty has planned to hold itself. Now let me just refresh the option chain and see what's happening in the option chain. So here is the option chain. It is gonna, the first, if you look into the upside, target of Nifty is 10,600, and if you see the downside, Nifty has a very, very solid support at 10,500. Where are we right now? 10,524. It has bounced back time and again from the same bottom, right? So the 10,500 is showing a great amount of strength. Hope it hold itself, and all your positions, I'm sure those who are short must be, they must have covered their positions, but those who are long can expect, if Nifty crosses 10,564, a little upward momentum. But what I see here is huge resistances, 1, 2, and 3 resistances standing right on the head of Nifty, right? So those resistances have to be crossed no matter what. Then only the stance of Nifty will change. Otherwise, not. So I showed you today, there were beautiful trades in the morning trades. The first was VDL, right? This was the VDL, morning range cross, and this was the drop. You can make it 15 minutes. That gives you much more authentic trade. Then I showed you about Jet Airways. Jet Airways also gave a very, very nice trade, right? Once it crossed its morning range, it was a big, huge morning range. This was the downfall. Then SBIN also had the similar thing. So its morning range was this. Once it crossed with volumes, it has been falling down. Same goes with PNB. PNB, of course, had a very tiny candle, but this kind of a trade we can avoid, right? Where the supports are very, very close. Okay, so a lot of trades were there today because Nifty took resistance from the second candle onwards. A lot of trades appeared and they were beautiful trades. Look into the Maruti today. Look into the Maruti. Look into the morning range of Maruti. This is morning candle of Maruti. And look at the resistance that it is experiencing in 15 minutes. Clear resistance. And this is how it fell. 130 points, solid Marubozu candles, right? And to an extent, responsible for Nifty's downfall. Metal and auto sector, right? So if you analyze, there is no way that you will not earn money. There is no way that you will not earn money. That is something I can tell you with confidence. Okay. Now, some of the people have been asking me, what is call, what is put? So call is basically when you think market is going to go up, and put is when you think market is going to go down, right? So suppose this is what you see in the morning. You see that the Maruti is experiencing a resistance, and the first candle has broken with volumes, right? So what can you do? You can buy its put, right? How do you type the put? Let me type it for you. If you want to buy put, you write. Now see what's the value of Nifty Maruti right now? 9040, right? What's the value of Maruti right now? 9050. So what can we do? 8,900 put we can buy. So how do you write it? Maruti 8,800, right? And mark put. This is how you will get it. You have to write the strike price. You get it here and buy it, right? So this is how you will be able to buy Maruti call or Maruti put. In case you are on a buy side, suppose Maruti is going up. Let's say you have found in a day that Maruti is breaking its morning range in the upper direction. So what will you do? You will buy a call, right? So what will you do? You will put Maruti call, right? So PE means put and CE means call, right? So call you buy when market is going up, put you buy when the market is going down. But please remember, please remember that call and put can are, I mean, they are very, very dangerous instruments. They are hedging instruments. They are not trading instruments, right? But people trade through them, and that is why, because with lesser capital you buy, you buy a very, very volatile instrument. So a lot of possibility of your entire capital getting wiped out. So options should only be traded for a short duration when the market is becoming very, very volatile, when there is a breakout is about to come. Remember that. If you give a time, then your options will decay and your premium will become zero. Remember that, right? So options need to be, traded with a lot of care and a lot of experience. Please don't trade in options if you don't understand. The safest way to trade in the market is equity, right? Equity means cash. So you buy cash, you hold it, even if market goes down, doesn't matter. See, my this cash holding market is, I mean, it's down by 2000 rupees, but I'm not bothered. Why I'm not bothered? Because I know I have done my analysis correctly. The stocks will bounce back. The stocks will definitely bounce back. So I'm not worried about it. When Nifty is correcting for so many days, it's bound to happen. The market will, the stocks will come down. It will reflect. And what stocks have I given or have I bought? Those are all mid cap or small cap. So they will show a lot of, you know, correction when Nifty corrects, right? Now, as I told you, again Nifty is experiencing a resistance, right? And again, I see my line is still there. I have not changed this line, right? So Nifty tried to go up, but again not being able to cross. Nifty has to cross this with volume, then only you can say Nifty is in the upward direction. Then only you can say Nifty is heading up. Remember that. Okay, so let's see how it goes. Once again, let me refresh options for you and see what's happening. So definitely this is defined that 10,600 is a solid base and the bottom is 10,500. So Nifty will remain in a narrow range if it doesn't show a huge movement. But if you ask me, like particularly my stance on Nifty is negative right now. Why? See, once second, Nifty has been taking time and again Nifty has been taking resistance, right? So Nifty is definitely on a very, very weak spot. This is 15 minutes graph. If Nifty doesn't hold itself here, then I'm 100% expecting it to fall down, right? So with this, I'm signing off. Keep your positions with careful stop losses. And if at all, I mean, I would say there should be some days when you stay out of the market. So that could be day to day, right? So be careful, hold your positions tightly. We'll meet on Monday again, but join me tomorrow for my live webinar. Go to my Telegram channel, join it free, and join my Sunday's webinar where I'm going to give you live questions and answers. And this is my website. I'm waiting for you. Please learn about the market and earn good amount of money every single day, right? So with this, I'm signing off, but I'm waiting for you guys. All right, good day, bye bye. See you on tomorrow definitely, and definitely tomorrow and on Sunday. Bye bye. And we begin with our proper webinar on Monday onwards. Bye bye. Good day. Enjoy. Take care of your trades and your health too.